What is up, guys, and welcome back to something we visited on the channel a little while back. I believe it was last year, we did a little bit in Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. Now, we had a few saves on there, and none that ever got completed because I kind of lost a lot of motivation for it, honestly, and I was focusing on other stuff, and then I just got busy. But we are now here with a brand new save in Total Extreme Wrestling 9, the newest TEW that came out last year. And I am really looking forward to this. And I honestly think this one, I don't think I know we are going to complete this series. This is a series that is going to be completed through hell or high water. We are going to complete this TEW series, and by hook or by crook, we are going to. So we are going to be playing as WWE. So I'm going to be playing as Triple H, Paul Levesque. But there's something else here in this game. Because in TEW, you can play as two different people. You can actually, I'm pretty sure you can do an 8-player game. I might be wrong. But you can play as multiple people. So, as you know, WWE, they have a developmental program, NXT. And here you see the roster here for NXT. And so, if I come over here, I can hit Switch Player. And you see Shawn Michaels here. We are now as NXT. So, we are going to be playing as WWE and NXT. But it still kind of falls under all the same umbrella. WWE owns NXT, so yeah. But we're going to be playing as WWE and NXT. But I'm probably just going to call it WWE, honestly. But, yeah, we're going to be playing as WWE in TEW 9, and we are starting in January of 2025. I know some people may like to start out in, like, current time, so at the time of this, it's April. I don't want to do that because I really hated what WWE has been doing recently. I really have hated it, and so there's going to be quite a bit of changes. And I don't want to I want to say this here before I get too far into this. This series is heavily inspired by French Ted's recent WWE series in Pro Wrestling Simulator. This is heavily inspired by him, so all the credit goes to him. He is one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to Total Extreme Wrestling and like series-based stuff like that. So go check him out, please do, because he's a really cool guy. He's amazing when it comes to booking games, and he has some really interesting ideas. He has some different saves. I know he's doing he did an AEW save on TEW. He also did his own company called League Wrestling, which was awesome. I love that. He did an NWA save for a little bit, and he's doing an ECW, I think 1998 save in Pro Wrestling Simulator. So make sure you guys go check him out. There's no affiliation or anything, just I think he's really cool, and this is heavily inspired by him, so all the credit in the world goes out to him. So really, in this episode, we're just going to be setting everything up. We're going to set everything up for the game before the first episode, which will be Raw. I know it says right here, as you can see, it says the next TV show is scheduled to be WWE SmackDown in 2 days. I'm not the biggest fan of starting with like your the show like halfway through the week. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of that, so we're probably gonna skip that. I know some people may not like that, but I'm just gonna skip that and just start off with a clean slate, which is starting off with the Raw. So let's take a look here at our titles. So here are the current titles that we have here in WWE. Everything, pretty much all this stuff is gonna be cleaned up. So like, we may change some of the title pictures. We may change some names or anything, and like same with I believe it's the events in TV. So here you see these are also some of the events. We're probably going to be changing quite a bit of these. So we're going to be changing, like, I know, for example, I'm probably going to make Elimination Chamber, rename that to No Way Out or something like that. Like Money in the Bank, I don't know if I'm going to be doing. I might move that to Mania. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so let's start off with our titles here. So here are all of the titles in WWE at this current point. So you have the Money in the Bank, you have the men's Money in the Bank, the men's Royal Rumble winner. Then you have the Undisputed WWE Championship, which is held by Cody Rhodes. The Women's Money in the Bank, Women's Royal Rumble. The WWE Intercontinental Championship held by Braun Breaker. The WWE Speed Championship held by Dragon Lee. Just going to put this out there. I'm going to get rid of Speed. Honestly, I know I think it's a cool concept, but it's not anything crazy. And I do like it, but I don't want to do it. I don't. You have the Speed Women's Champion, which is Candice LeRae, who I love. Candice LeRae is awesome. Also, love Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee is awesome too, but Candice LeRae, the best. We have the WWE Tag Team Championships held by #DIY or just DIY, whatever you want to say. Then you have the not Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship held by Shinsuke Nakamura. You have the WWE Women's Championship held by Nia Jax. The Women's Intercontinental Championship, which at this time is not held by anyone, because this is when the title was first introduced. Then you have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships held by Bianca Belair and Naomi. The Women's United States Championship held by Chelsea Green, which side note, this picture here, it's the just a normal United States Championship, which is the same with this Intercontinental Championship. I'm probably going to add the respective photos, so I'm going to make sure it has a white strap. Same with this. I'm probably going to add pictures for that. Then we have the Women's World Championship held by Liv Morgan and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship by Gunther. And finally, we have the WWE World Tag Team Championships held by the War Raiders. So those are all of our titles, and that's kind of like giving you a lay of the land of who are the current champions and everything and what they look like. I'm pretty much, like, I don't think I'm going to change anything here. Like, I might change, like, some title looks. I don't know right now. I think when I do the draft, and once I get past Mania, I'm probably going to end up changing some title looks, honestly. That's what I'm probably going to end up doing. I might. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah. So, here are our tag teams, and, I mean, they're, You got DIY, AOP, A-Town Down Under, Balor, McDonough, which we're going to be changing some names. I know some people aren't going to like that, but there are some names that are going to be changed. JD McDonough is for sure one of them. We are getting rid of that garbage name, and we are going back to Jordan Devlin. So, you see we have a couple teams, and we have some teams in the women's tag division, which is one of my goals, is to make sure that division is good. I'm just going to try to make that division good and try to bring some life to it because it needs it. You have my boys, MCMG, Motor City Machine Guns. Them and DIY are like my favorite tag teams ever. I love these guys. I love MCMG. So, Sabin, Shelly, love you guys. You're the best. So, the teams, the tag team division in WWE, it's kind of weak, honestly, because there could be a lot more teams that there could be a lot more teams that could help the division, and there's certain things like right here. Big thing I don't like: the New Day as heels. I am not a fan of this at all. But in this save already, it's January, so they're already heels, and I kind of want to just go with what WWE has going on right now, and I don't want to completely change everything. Like, I don't want to just randomly have the New Day as faces again. So, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably going to have them as heels for a bit and maybe work their way to a face turn or make them some good heels, not like how they have been booked in real life. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, the tag division here in WWE could be a heck of a lot better. So, those are our tag teams. I don't know how many stables we have. I don't think... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say I don't think we have that many. So you can see here are our stables here, and there's some of these that I like, some of these I don't. Wyatt 6. Gonna be honest with you guys, I liked the idea at first. I really thought it was very sick, but again, it just comes down to one of those things where I don't know how you do this in wrestling. I don't know how you can do this group in WWE and have them all cool and everything. I don't know. And so, I'm just going to be honest, White 6 probably is going to be getting rid of. They're probably going to be gone. Not everyone, like, I'm not saying that they're all going to be, they're going to be released or anything. I like Dexter Lumis, I like Joe Gacy, I like Nikki Cross. Bo and Rowan are cool. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with them. But they're probably going to go back to what they were doing before this. So, Dexter Lumis is probably going to be doing something with someone. I don't know. Was she released at this point? I don't know. He's gonna be doing something with someone. That's all I'll say. Joe Gacy. I don't know if we're gonna send him down to NXT again, but I really liked what he was doing in NXT with the whole cult thing. The schism. It wasn't a bad idea. I really wasn't the biggest fan that GYV were in there, but I like the idea, and I really, really love his CZW stuff, so maybe we'll do some of that. And then Nikki Cross, probably just going to go back to the same thing, honestly, because she kills it with that. But yeah, the Wide Six probably going to be disbanded, and there's some things here I'm going to change, like a few names. The Pure Fusion Collective, that name is garbage, so we're probably going to be changing some of that. We're going to be changing quite a bit, honestly. Like, I'm going to be changing the events for sure, changing some roster names here. Like, some names I'm probably going to end up changing. Like, I'm just going to give you one, for example, Andrade. I do like that. I like we're going to keep Andrade for sure. We're going to keep that name. But we're probably going to be ending up changing it to either his AEW name, which is Andrade El Idolo, which is right here, or we're going to be changing it to what it was before in WWE, Andrade Cien Almas, which has always been my favorite, so that's most likely what it'll be changed to. Another one, Alba Fire. Have not liked the whole Alba Fire thing. Haven't liked the Fire gimmick or anything, so she's probably going to go back to being Kaylee Ray, a badass that was on NXT UK and just one of the coolest ever. So we're probably going to change some of that. So yeah, pretty much that's like the lay of the land. Let's take a look at our absence here. So here are some of the pieces. Here's like our injury list, and there's like for example, The Rock, he's away from filming, so that's like pretty much what he's doing. He's gonna be gone for filming. Let me see anything else here. I don't think there's anything else like big. Like Ilya Dragunov here, he's due to return on August 1st, 2025. But look here, surgery available. So for a lot of these, surgery is not available. So like Asuka, for example, she doesn't have surgery available, but Ilya does. Ilya's a case where he does have, and it's a very low risk. So I can click here, proceed with surgery, blah, blah, blah. It tells you about that. So we'll come back to this. So like Tonga Low is another one. So we're going to come back to this, and let's take a look. Is there any other things here? So here's our figurehead. Cody Rhodes is our current figurehead, so that's like the ace of our company, you could say. Someone who's like the head. Not the head, but like the face of the company. So we have Cody Rhodes in that. I don't think we have anything in the hair right now. No, we don't. But that's, and then here's our booking team. You have Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard, you idiot, Drake Maverick Ricochet, Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud, and you have Patrick Scott, former member of the NWA and former DPW Tag Team Champion. So you have that, and then the inner circle here. So you have our locker room leaders, chief enforcers, who are like the people who keep everything going around and going good in the locker room. Like yeah, impose discipline on the backstage area. So like you could say like your Undertakers, your Bobby Lashley, stuff like that. Head of talent relations, people basically to scout your talent. Senior road agent, like best producer. Men's trainer, women's trainer, referee, that all pretty much makes sense. Travel organizer, stuff like that. Stooge, which is basically Bruce Pritchard. And then you have the morale officer, who's like the person who tries to make everything good in the locker room, tries to keep everyone cool and happy. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else like that we really need to look at. But when I come back, I'm going to go away for a sec, and I'm going to change some things. Show you guys some of the things that I changed, and yeah, we're gonna get into that in a sec. So I'll be right back, and we are gonna get started on some changes. So guys, I'm pretty much an idiot. Okay, so when we last left off, I was telling you guys that we were going to when I came back, we were going to be going through the changes I made. I completely forgot to go through NXT. So let's go through NXT right now. We'll probably do this a little bit quicker. So let's check out the championships we have here on NXT. So we have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic for the men, that championship. We have the NXT Championship held by Trick Williams. We have the NXT Heritage Cup held by Lexus King, aka Brian Pillman Jr. We have the NXT North American Championship held by Digabagoo, Tony D'Angelo. We have the NXT Tag Team Championships held by Fraxium. The NXT Women's Championship held by Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's North American Championship held by Fallon Henley, and the Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Trophy. So those are all of the championships we have here on NXT. Some are probably honestly going to be brought back, some are going to be added. Like, there's probably going to be a few other tournaments for NXT, just being honest here. And if we come over here, here's one thing I want to touch on. This tag division. God it is. It's rough. So one thing, quickly, the OC. I'm just gonna be blunt with you guys. They are going to be going back up to the main roster. I really hate that they were sent down to NXT. I think it's dumb. I think you could do so much with them, and they just didn't do anything with them. And they had them in NXT, which I think was dumb, but that's just me. So the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, are going to be going back up to the main roster. But you just have, I mean, it is a developmental, so I do get it. But yeah, it's rough. The only real teams that stick out to me here are Fraxium, Gallus, Hank and Tank a little bit because they're pretty popular right now. They've had some pretty good showings in the past, and the family pretty much just D'Angelo, Stax, Gallus, a little bit of Hank and Tank, and Fraxium. They're pretty much the only ones that are really good in this division right now. And Nofe and Blade, they really haven't done much. The only thing I know them for is that they had Brindley Reese with them, and she's adorable, she's awesome, and she was just with them. So that's the only reason I know them. OTM, I know them because they were with Jada Parker and Bronco Nima. His grill just always stuck out to me, and Lucien Price, his eyes always creep me out, and their vignettes for when they were coming on to WWE or NXT were horrible. They were not good at all, and they were weird. So yeah, and then I mean, Igwe and Dupont. Oh my lord, Tyreek Igwe and Tyson Dupont. I'm pretty sure they're with Wesley right now. Yeah, they're just gonna be job guys, honestly. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. NXT, honestly, it needs a lot of work right now. It does. I mean, the women's division is strong, but that's about it. The women's division is pretty good. There's some things that are gonna have to be changed and some additions and all that, but pretty much NXT really needs some help because NXT has not really been the best as of late. I keep hearing people say, "Oh, best women's division this. Oh my god, this." I'm just gonna be honest, guys. I have not liked NXT for quite a bit. I really want to enjoy NXT, and they were on a roll with their pay-per-views for a long time. Like from when Triple H took over, I remember Halloween Havoc. You had Deadline. You had Vengeance Day, and then 2022, those were sick, and then into 2023, 24, they were still killing it. They were still doing good, and now it's just bad. Like, I'm just being honest, it's not good, and so I'm definitely gonna be trying to fix NXT. I know the black and gold fanboy in me says, okay, just make it a super indie. Just put every single, just make it all black and gold again. We may go back to the black and gold at some point. NXT may go back to the black and gold, because I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of this whole black and white and gray and silver, whatever it is, thing they got going on right now. But I'm gonna hold back off on going black and gold for a little bit. I may do it at some point, and I'm just going to be completely honest here. I don't want to have NXT become a super indie, but it's going to become an indie. I'm just going to be honest. I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to say that. There's going to be quite a bit of indie talent coming in to help fix NXT, because there's just some, I'll just show you guys the roster. There's some things that are just, ugh. It's just there's just some, I'm trying to figure out who, Ashanti Adonis. He was in Hit Row and he was good in that. The only thing he's doing right now is ruining my life by being paired up with Carmen Petrovich, who is awesome. I'm a big fan of Carmen, absolutely love her, and she gets this idiot paired with her. Nothing against Ashanti. He seems cool outside of wrestling. He seems cool, but I just don't care. I don't care. And Carmen, who can kick some butt, doesn't deserve him. She's awesome. She's so cool. She's got a sword, ching ching. But yeah, Kale Dixon, only thing I know him for is he got destroyed by Braun Breaker on a Raw once. Like even Izzy and like Sean Spears and um, um, oh, Brooks Jensen, like the Calling, I think that's what they're called now. I'm not really a fan of that. Like Jensen had so much potential when he started to do that whole I mean like the gimmick thing says, loose cannon thing. There was so much potential for that, and they really squandered that in my opinion. So yeah, I mean NXT's really gonna be a it's gonna need some help with it. It truly is. Like, we got the stupid Wendy Chuk thing. Like, if you guys don't know me, I'm a huge Karen Q fan. I'm a big fan of Karen Q. She's awesome. She rules. She's so cool. And then they gave her this stupid sleepy gimmick. And I hated every minute of it. I hated it. And then she came back after her injury, and she seemed like she was gonna go like a darker road. I'm like, okay, heel Karen Q. I kind of rule with this, and she's going spooky, and she was a sleepyhead for a bit, like she in the vignettes, but she's gonna drop that. She's gonna be spooky. She's gonna be cool. Then it's the same thing. She's just spooky. She's just creepy. That drives me nuts. I hate that. Then another one that's just sticking out of my mind: Nikita Lyons. A lot of people love her because of her body. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of people love her because she's attractive to them, and I don't like her. She's not good. Let's see what skills they gave her. You pretty much, yeah. I feel like this is even being generous. I do not like her at all. She's not good. She does not. She's not good at all. Her knees suck. I mean, look at this lioness with shit knees. That's pretty true. I don't like her. I don't know how she is outside of the ring, but just from like her Instagram and some things I've seen, I'm not a fan of her. I'm just not. But and I don't think she's a good wrestler, and so she's recognizable. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is have her lose to some people to help bring their pop up. So that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing. I don't think there's anyone else here really that's like sticking out to me. I mean, CV Turner. Right now, what they have her doing is like being a GM with or GM assistant with Robbie E, Robert Stone, and Ava. I'm glad she's on TV for that, but yeah, we're probably not gonna do that. We're probably gonna get her back in the ring. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. When she first came into NXT, she had kind of like the streamer gimmick thing, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I also was happy she was having some killer matches. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's basically all I really got to say. So when I come back, guys, we are going to be changing some things up, and you're going to see what I changed. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, guys, and we are back here. We are back here in the office, and so I'm going to go through some of the things that we changed. There's not really like that crazy of changes, honestly. The biggest thing was the events. I have our future events all planned out. The only ones I don't have planned out are going into 2026. So I don't have 2026's events planned, but I will get to those in a sec. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. There's a few. I think there's a few like roster name changes. Like I said, I was going to change Andrade's name, so here's an example: Andrade Cien Almas. Let me see if there's any others that I changed. I may change Braun Breakers. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the Braun Breaker name. I might change it to Rex Steiner. I don't really know right now. We'll have to wait and see. But let me just go through here. I don't think there's any other like crazy name changes that I did. Just trying to see here. Casey Canzaro, for example, she was Katana Chance. I hate that name so much. That name is garbage. So I changed that. Kaylee Ray, she's back to Kaylee Ray. The Alba Fire thing is gone. It is done. So we had a few name changes. Pretty much, yeah. We did bring up, if I can scroll and find it here, we did end up bringing the OC back up to the main roster, so they are back here. I don't think there's anything like crazy changes besides the events. So let's take a look here at our events. And so, as you guys can see, I got rid of main event. I'm not doing main event. I hate main event so much, and I am not booking that. So, I got enough things to book. I got 3 shows, and I am not bothering with main event. So, we have Raw, we have SmackDown. Then we have the Royal Rumble, No Way Out, which will be replacing the Elimination Chamber. Same event basically though. Then we have WrestleMania. Going on from there, then we have Backlash, which will be a Raw branded pay-per-view. We then have Judgment Day, which will be a SmackDown branded pay-per-view. Yes, I'm bringing back the branded pay-per-views because I actually really enjoy that concept. That's one thing that I really enjoy that WWE used to do in the Ruthless Aggression era, and I liked when they brought it back in 2016, 2017 when they did the brand split again. So then we have the King of the Ring, which will be a joint show pay-per-view, and I think that is the exact same for the next few pay-per-views. So we have Saturday night's main event then that will be coming back here in July to bridge the gap between King of the Ring and SummerSlam to help us build to SummerSlam. I mean, it's not going to be like a big pay-per-view, but it's going to help us bridge the gap between the two shows. So we have SummerSlam night 1 and night 2. Then we have Unforgiven, which will be a Raw branded pay-per-view. Then we have Extreme Rules, which is a SmackDown branded show. And as you can see, it is titled Extreme Rules with the Z. That is to pay homage to ECW. And so this show, I'm probably going to change the logos when I get closer to the shows and use some custom logos that I've seen online, on Reddit, on Twitter, on other places. So those will probably be changed. We then have Bad Blood in October. So those were our September previews. Here is Bad Blood. It is a Raw branded pay-per-view. And then we have Cyber Sunday. Again, probably going to change the logo to make it more blue to fit SmackDown. So Cyber Sunday, going to be a SmackDown branded show. And by the way, just so you guys know, really quickly, it says like the event is meant to take place in New England. Those things are probably going to change. Because I replaced some pay-per-views. So like I don't know if I replaced Crown Jewel or not. I don't know if I deleted that or if I replaced it. So if you see one in Southern India, that is not going to be happening. But the cool thing, I have an idea for Cyber Sunday where I'm probably going to do like a Google form or something so that you guys, the viewers, can actually vote on who faces who, what matches, etc. So hopefully you guys would like to participate in that and think that would be cool. We then have Survivor Series, which is going to be a unbranded show, a joint show. I'm probably not going to do War Games on that. I'm probably just going to save War Games for like when it fits feuds. So I'm probably not going to do War Games for Survivor Series or for NXT. We're just going to have to wait and see if those fit the feuds. We then have Armageddon, which is a SmackDown branded show. And then finally, we have New Year's Revolution, which is a Raw branded show. So those are all of our pay-per-views. You see Vengeance right here. That's for February 2026. That one I booked, or not booked. I created ahead of time, but obviously the Royal Rumble will be the first show after New Year's Revolution, so it'll be Royal Rumble, and then it'll be Vengeance and whatever comes after that. So we'll get to that. Those will probably be planned out or after, like way ahead in the future. So those are all of our events for WWE. I don't think there's anything crazy. Teams, pretty much, they're all the same. I might have to change a few names here, like Katana Chance and Kane Carter. I didn't change that, so I'm probably going to change that right here. You know what? I'll do that right now. Casey, Cat, oh my god, if I can spell. Catanzaro, oh my god. And Caden Carter, oh my god, there we go. Caden, oh my god, I can't type to save my life. Caden Carter, so we have that saved. Balor and McDonough, which I don't know if I'm going to really have them be a team anymore. We'll come back to that here in a sec. So yeah, pretty much all these teams are going to stay the same, besides Awesome Truth. I should probably, here, we're going to put them as inactive because Miz is a heel right now, and Truth is still a face. So there we go, that is saved. So those are all of our teams so far. We're probably going to be hopefully getting some new teams or something like that, probably following the draft, or probably during the draft, I should say, after Mania is when we'll be getting some new teams from NXT, hopefully, so we'll have to wait and see. So here are all of our stables. So as you can see, White 6 is gone. They are gone. I'm pretty sure I also got rid of the Final Testament. I'm going to have Cross, Scarlet, and AOP with L-Ring be their own separate entity. So AOP and El Ring are going to be one entity, and then Cross and Scarlet are going to be doing their own thing. So Alpha Academy still American Alpha, oh my god, American Made, Damage Control, LWO, LDF, Bloodline, the Collective, which, yes, I changed the Pure Fusion Collective's name to the Collective. That's just going to be what it's going to be now. I don't know how long these two are going to be, or these two, oh my god, these three are going to be together. I do like the idea, but I don't know. I feel like they can just do so much more. And I feel like there's so much potential with Shayna, especially. Zoe's pretty cool, but I feel like Shayna has a ton of potential that WWE have not used at all, besides in NXT. And then we have the Judgment Day, and then we have the OG Bloodline, and so those are all of our stables. I don't think there's anything else really that needs to majorly be changed. Here are the championships, and they're all pretty much the same. I don't think there's anything else crazy. Oh well, here I'll show you our commentary teams. So for our pay-per-views, the commentary teams will be Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, and Corey Graves. For the same for the Raw, the exact same pretty much for Raw. Then we have on SmackDown Joe Tess and Wade Barrett, and same here. So I might change these. I don't know. A lot of people hate on Pat McAfee, but I actually quite like him. I'm actually a big fan of his, so we'll have to wait and see. But I might move some things around because there's someone on NXT that I'm not the biggest fan of anymore. And let's go look here at NXT. So here we go. Booker T. I'm not the biggest fan of his commentary work right at this moment. It's just how I feel right now. I'm not the biggest fan of it, so it's the same thing for NXT TV. So there's our commentary teams, and here is a perfect way to get into NXT. So let's see here. I don't remember a lot of my changes, so I don't know if I changed anyone's name. I was thinking about changing Eddie Thorpe's name to Carl Fredericks. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm kind of getting used to the Eddie Thorpe name, so I think I'm gonna change that, or I'm gonna leave that for now. Is there anyone else? Oh, I will say I did change Jay Malachi, Javon Evans. I changed his name back to Jay Malachi, which is what he was known as on the Indies. That's just what I know him as more, so that's just what I'm gonna be calling him. Is there any other names I changed? Lucky Ali. Is it I think it's Saquon Sugars. Is his WWE name. I changed that, so it's gonna be Lucky Ali. Is there anything else here? I think that's pretty much it as far as name changes go. Yeah, pretty much. So those are all of the names that we changed, and let's take a look here at the events. So as you can see here, NXT, just our standard show, got rid of NXT Level Up. So here are then our pay-per-views. So we have NXT New Year's Evil coming up here quite soon here. And then we have NXT Vengeance Day following that. Then a big thing that will be happening in the month of March is the Mae Young Classic will be returning. So we're going to have 4 nights for the Mae Young Classic. So I think the first nights, the first 2 nights are going to have the opening round matches. And then these nights are going to have leading up to the finals. And finally, at NXT Stand and Deliver, we are going to have the finals for the Mae Young Classic take place. And so this is our big show. I don't know yet if when we get to 2026 if we're going to change the Stand and Deliver name or not. We'll have to wait and see. But here we go, NXT Stand and Deliver. And then once we get past that, we have NXT Spring Break-In, which I know the picture, it's NXT Battleground right now. That is going to be changing. Because I'm pretty sure the pay-per-view following Stand and Deliver was going to be Battleground. So we're going to be changing that. It's going to be NXT Spring Break-In taking place in May. And then following that, NXT In Your House will be coming back. NXT In Your House, it will be in June. Then we have NXT The Great American Bash. Just really quickly, like I was talking about, the pictures are all going to be updated once we get to the actual event. So I'm probably going to be having custom images, like I said. So then we have NXT Heatwave in August So that's our August pay-per-view. Then we have NXT No Mercy in September. We have NXT Halloween Havoc in October. There you go. I mean, typical Halloween Havoc, October. Yeah. Then we have NXT Hardcore Heaven paying homage to ECW in November. And then finally, NXT Deadline, where we'll be having the Iron Survivor challenges take place. Now, I just want to quickly say here, if you guys have any suggestions for events, like ones that I should change or add or anything like that, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear your guys' feedback, because I kind of feel like you guys are doing this with me, so I would really appreciate all that. I don't think there's anything really that we have to change. I think I did add Chemical X to as a stable. So Chemical X, here we have GG, Shotzi, and Tatum. They've been a stable now for quite a bit. For like a few months, I would say. Then we have Fatal Influence, Gallus, NQCC, OTM, The Family, and Metaphor. Pretty much all standard stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with the teams. Yeah, I think I just added Chemical X, and then I added Zaruka, which is Solruka and Zarya. So those are some teams, and I don't think we added. Oh wait, I thought, you know what? There was one thing I didn't add, and so let me do that quickly here. So there's a retired title that we will be bringing back. Yes, well, first off, the Mae Young Classic, we're gonna be bringing that back. So let me do that. Really quickly, the Cruiserweight Classic may be coming back. I don't know. I just have to find the right time to book it. And so, I mean, I would love to bring it back, and I would love to bring the Cruiserweight title back. I probably would be. I don't know if I would do it in NXT or if I would do it as a main roster thing. I'd have to think about it. But, oh, wait, that title's not there. Oh, no, here it is. Okay. So, yes, the Women's Tag Team Championships will be coming back for NXT. So, we're going to quickly unretire those titles, and then we're going to reset here. And so there you can see here are all of our titles. We have the Men's Dusty Tag Classic Trophy, NXT, Heritage Cup, North American, all that stuff, all that jazz. So these titles will be coming back at some point. Probably, I'm trying to think of when I plan on doing it. I'm probably going to do it after the Mae Young. So probably after Stand and Deliver and everything. So, I mean, that's pretty much all that I can really think of. As far as like changes, I don't know. Is there anything else? I don't think so. So as I showed you the roster, titles, teams, and all that. So pretty much, guys, that is all the setup, and that is pretty much the lay of the land. The stage has been set, you could say, for our TEW IX WWE series. So I hope you guys enjoy this series, and I hope you guys join me with this. Episode 1 is probably going to be coming out soon. I'm probably going to be filming that here pretty soon after I'm done filming this one. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys just enjoy this, enjoy me with it, and join me on this journey. I'm really going to be trying to complete this series. So if you guys can join me with it, that would be really, really cool. So, and again, if you guys have any suggestions down below, please let me know. But with that out of the way, I'm going to let you guys go. Take care, peace, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.